sucker shit is that? Just threw a plate to my brother, oh, and he gon' run it back. I run it off like a fucking option, boy, we ain't getting sacked. Get rid of that sack. Oh, my favorite word is back in. Oh, I'ma fuck that.
Alright, we're gonna do this swiftly and quickly as possible because I'm already late to this update. I didn't even know the update was coming out until I saw the announcement. But right now we're in the testing server. I'm gonna showcase Nozarashi Bankai for you. So about 7 hours ago, I actually did a video on Nozarashi. Not the Bankai itself, but kind of looking at Nozarashi's Shikai and how brain dead it is already without a Bankai. If you want to support me, go on ahead and check that video out. Want to road to 10k? Mean the world to me if you guys can subscribe and like the video. Thank you so much for 6.62. Let's hit 7k, then 8, then 9, and 10. With that being said, let's get straight into this video. So this Bankai isn't like most Bankais in the game. It is a little bit different. This Bankai isn't like your ordinary Bankai. This Bankai is literally a whole different transformation in its own self. So if I say Bankai, a little cutscene, you know, the typical pretty dope cutscene. I transform into this gigantic, I don't even know what you call it, but yeah, this is basically the Bankai. The animations are pretty nice. I like the run animation. The I don't know if your hitbox gets increased. That's a good question. I have no idea. I guess we'll test that out later. So the passes are extremely important. It's what really makes this Bankai really busted. So passive 1, while abandoned, your quick attacks are powerful, wide swings with hyper armor. So your M1s has hyper armor, so when you M1 they cannot cancel it out. So for an example, I'm just gonna M1 him, and look, I'm still M1ing him. He didn't cancel it out. He literally just can't cancel the thing out. And as you probably already saw it, but the damage on the M1s is kind of stupid. So for an example, I'm gonna M1 him again if he stops blocking. Oh my gosh. So I think the first M1, oh my gosh, okay, never mind. Such a super M1. Like, dude, what the hell? 102 per M, like, what? Why is it 102 per M1? So the M1 damage is stupid. And look at my Rietsu. Why do I have so much freaking Rietsu? 2.1k HP and like 10k Rietsu. Like, what? I can't charge Rietsu in this form, but like, dude, 10k Rietsu? So passive 2, I don't really care to read passive 2 or passive 3, but we're gonna read them either way. You can no longer use any sword skills or fist skills, but your movement speed is increased dramatically by 35%. You can still use other skills. If you're a mask, it becomes disabled and cannot be used during the duration of the Bankai. So that's another thing. If you have visor and mask, you cannot use visor mask, and if it was equipped before the Bankai, it gets unequipped, so you can't use visor mask while the Bankai is active, which balances things out. But this Bankai is still freaking broken. It's literally busted. Clear instinct, you can run on all fours and your flash step is 30% faster. Your Bankai bar drains 30% faster. So these two passives aren't really the best, but number 1 kind of makes up for those two. Like number 1, the passive for like passive 1 is just busted. Charge a powerful swing, dealing massive damage in a very small area around you. Evasive, you can upgrade that, blah 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 blah. Y'all can check that out yourselves. I think the most important thing to look at is the passive number 1, which M1s have hyper armor. It's important to know that you cannot use visor mask, which is actually really good. So like, if you don't want to get prestige 3 to use visor mask, all you need for Bankai is prestige 1, I'm pretty sure, and you'll be able to use this Bankai, which is just, it's really busted. But for the skills, we have the first skill, which I actually forgot all of the skills. Give myself mode real quick since I'm running out of mode. But Z is Riptide, so it basically does that. It's not anything too special. But the second skill, what is this? Okay, 127 damage. Like, the damage on the skills look unique when your M1 damage is 107 per M1. Like, they actually have to fix that. That's disgusting. 107 per M1 is disgusting. I don't know if there's anything else in the game that does 107 M1. If there is, let me know, because maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I am bugging. I don't know. Anyways, this third skill is Wild Force, basically a big slam. So the moves are kind of mid. Everything else kind of makes up for that. This move is and all the moves do pretty good damage. Like look at that. The hyper armor allowed me to M1 in the middle of that because I started M1ing before. So if someone starts M1ing you, you can't just like watch. For example, if this guy starts I can't M1 right now. I have to start M1ing in order to like actually activate the hyper armor, which is, it's still busted, because if I'm in the middle of M1ing, you just can't cancel it out, and I'm most likely gonna hit you. I don't know how you're gonna fight this thing in ranked PvP. but good freaking luck. With that being said, this is gonna be a short video. I just want to showcase for you guys. I'm gonna be making a rank PvP video with this Bankai because this Bankai is brain dead. And with that being said, we're not doing any PvP for this showcase. I know I usually do PvP for my showcases, but I'm gonna have a separate video in rank 1v1s doing PvP with this Bankai, and it's gonna be super fun because this Bankai is pretty fun to use, but it's also just broken. So we're gonna have a lot of people melding. And with that being said, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and yeah, that's it. See you guys in the next one.
Fucking heat seeker. Off of the molly and the coke, she a keeper. No, I really love her, but no, I don't need her. No, it sounds bad, but I never wanna leave her. Yeah, I've been in my bag for a long, long time. I've been going down the road, it's a long, long ride. And the only one I want is you, my side. We gon' split this shit up like it was apartheid.